Hello guys, welcome to your channel. This is Mahdi and today I'm going to cover a full tutorial for beginners only in 20 minutes for Excel. Okay, let's start our job with Excel software. This is the windows whenever we open the Excel, and you can see it has two main parts in the main window. Well, at the top of the window, we can see there are several templates available. As you can see, blank workbook, welcome to Excel, formula tutorial, Power Query tutorial, pivot table tutorial, beyond pie chart tutorial, organization chart data, and even more templates. Whenever we click on more templates, we can see that there are so many other templates available. So what are the usage and purpose of these templates? For example, you need to manage your budget, your monthly budget, and this is the template you can use. You only need to click on it and change the data and customize it for yourself. For this tutorial, I only click on the blank workbook, and as you can see, whenever we open it, we see such a window. It has a ribbon on the top of it, and at the bottom there is a big sheet. This sheet is endless. Whenever I click on the middle mouse and I just move to the left, you can see the letters are changing from A to Z to dual letters and triples, and it goes on to infinite. And also in the row side, this is the same. As much as I came down and I scroll down, the numbers are increasing to endless, and it doesn't stop at any point. Okay, just let's start our job. First of all, before doing anything, we have to save the file that we opened it and created. For this purpose, we can do two things. Using the shortcut of Control plus S or CMD plus S, or using the file menu, going to save as and browse and choosing the folder and the path we want to save our file and writing down the name of the file. I just here write tutorial 2025 and save it. Okay. For example, you think you want to see which laptop computer is good for you based on the budget and power of its CPU, GPU, and so many other things. You can use Excel. Here it is our example. In the A1, I just write down laptop names, enter it, and I can use the mouse to just drag it, and here it is. It is the laptop names. Here I use to write price. Here I just write what? CPU benchmark. Just okay. As you can see, these headers, these are not very disciplined. These are not very clear and beautiful. For make them much more beautiful and disciplined, I just drag and select them, and here in the home menu ribbon, I just change the font of it to Times. I just change the font size, and also I just put them in the middle of the cells. These are the cells. Okay. I just choose save. Here, for example, I write HPDA 15 XPS 16, Mac Air M2, and so many other things. Here, I can write down, for example, it is $500, it is $3,000, and it is, for example, only 1500. Okay. The CPU benchmark, I mean the power of the CPU of each are, for example, 11,000, XPS 16 28,000, and Mac Air about 20,000. You have to choose these cells too and change their I mean fonts, font size, and their orientations in the cells. But we can do something else. We can just choose the laptop names and choosing the format painter, just drag it, and here it is. All of the fonts and their orientations are edited in the right way that we wanted. So now I want to change the format of the prices as we see in everyday life. I just choose it, and here it is. It is general, currency, counting, short, date, and so many others. I just choose the currency. Here it is. They are changed. And these numbers are too big for reading them. I just can use the comma style, and you can see a comma is separating 3 digits by 3 digits. Or even here, I use some other formats like scientific formats. Here it is. Okay, now we want just to evaluate their price. Is their price good? Is the payment that we are paying for these laptops are effective based on their CPU benchmarks? There is a simple way. I just write price divided by CPU bench, drag it, and here it is. Now I want to talk about how to writing formulas in the Excel in a very simple way. The first thing that you have to use is using equal. Whenever you use this, then you can choose the cells. This is the price, and then I will choose divided by CPU bench, enter. And then I can do very simply for other cells too. Just drag, drag them, and you can see. Okay, you just put them in the middle, and you can see for each bench score, we are paying 5 cents for HP, and for XPS, we are paying 11 cents. So as you can see, this is our ideal and optimized laptop. Here we can do something visually. In the home menu, in the conditional formatting, we just choose highlight cells rules greater than or color scales. We just use the color scales. Yeah, okay, here. It shows that the HP is much better than Mac Air and then XPS 16. So it was very easy to write down the formula. Okay, let's save it. Also, there is a point here that I have to say. This icon is just used to undoing. I mean, when you just choose it, you will see that the conditional formatting is removed. And when you choose this, It is redoing. You can do this, as you can see, by Control plus Z, or you can redo it by just Control plus Y. Okay? There are some other famous formulas that everyone can use in Excel, which I want to talk about. One of them is summation. You just write sum, parentheses, choosing the cells. As you can see, it just writes C2 to C4, parentheses, enter. You can see the summation of these numbers. Even for this, we can do the same. We can just, here it is. Let's check it. Yeah, it is B2 to B4 summation. Okay, I think it is good enough for understanding of the formulas. I will talk about formulas much more in the next specific videos, but let's go to the insert menu. In the insert menu, there are several options and icons available. Do we have to afraid of them? No, we don't. We just need to know how to use these icons and, much more importantly, the menus. For example, in the insert, most of us, we just need to choose the pie charts, the line graphs, the bar charts, and so many others. Let's see. I just want to add another sheet. In the bottom here, when I double click on the sheet 1, I can just rename it by laptop choice. I just can add a new sheet, and here I can write down some other informations. For example, I just want to manage my monthly budget, and I just want to understand how my money stream goes up. So I have to manage my expenses. Let's see. I just write down here expenses. Here I just write down the amount. Here I just write the percentage and others. Here I just write accommodation, food, traveling, entertainment. I don't know, tell us more if you have any other expenses too. I don't know, internet, bills. Okay, just good enough. Insurance, even insurance. Okay, we just Control A and choose the appropriate font and font size, and then just drag them, and okay. Here I just can move it to the left, as here just want to tell you how to delete the columns. Here I just deleted the column A and just move the amount to the right column. Here, for example, for accommodation, I just spent 1,500 for food, 500 for traveling, I don't know, 200 entertainment, 200 internet, 50 and 150 insurance, 150. Even I can add clause, I don't know, $200, even less, $100. Okay, just put them together and make them here, changing their formats to currency as I've learned you in the previous sheet. Here I just change the sheet to name to budget or expenses, I don't know. Here percentage is not right. Okay, percentage. Now I want to calculate their percentage from the total. For the total, I need to have the summation of this. Just write equal sum your parentheses here to here. 8 by 9, this is only $2,850. And for the percentage, I have to divide these by this. I just choose equal divided by, okay, just drag it down. As you can see, there is a big problem here. So what is the problem? I'm sure you're smart and you did understand it, that whenever I drag it, this number is divided by this, and this number is going to be divided by A11. A3 will be divided by A11, or A4 will be divided by A13. So how we can resolve the issue? As you can see, there was a good prediction of it. So how we can resolve it? You just can add a dollar sign here and here. Okay, just drag it. What are those dollar signs? This means that you don't have to change the column, and this means that you don't have to change the row too. So there is a fixed cell, and you have to divide all of these cells to this cell. Okay, let's make it in the middle of a cell. And now there is a big problem. We have to change them to the percentage. I just choose the style of percentage. Okay. Now for sure it is 100%. Okay. Just use the format painter as I've learned you know. It is not right. We have to write 1 to become 100%. Because 1 out of 1 is 100%. Okay. Now we want to understand it very visually. What is the meaning of 53%, 4%? How these are contributing to my expenditure? So you have to go to the insert menu. Don't worry, don't afraid of these big and vast icons. You don't need to work with all of them. And as soon as you need to learn one of them, be sure you will find it in my channel, and very clear and very reasonably you will learn it very thoroughly. Okay. Just let's go through our subject. We want to have a pie chart to see our expenditure and understanding the contribution of each of these expenses. You just need to choose these cells, and here, as you can see in the insert menu, there is a pie chart. You just choose the pie chart. As you can see, it doesn't show anything. It shows that it's only selected the accommodation to close and 4%. And that's the time most of students are upset and don't know how to resolve the issue. The problem is very easy to resolve. You just right click by the mouse on the chart and choose select data. Whenever you choose it, you easily can remove the data and add it by yourself. Here is the series name here. and the series value is here. Okay, just choose it and okay. And as you can see, accommodation, food, traveling, entertainment, internet, bills, insurance, and clothes just showed by the pie chart. And you can customize it much more by just choosing the chart style here. As you can see, by different styles, you can show your pie charts. Okay, or even by different kind of colors. I don't know. As you can see, there are different kind of colors. It shows the expenses contribution for each of these expenses. Also here, I can choose the data label. You can see this 53%. This for accommodation. It is 18%. This for food. Okay, I think it is good enough for this session. Please subscribe my channel and stay with me. I will provide you much more tutorials in Excel and Windows artificial intelligence in a very thorough and simple way to use it and enjoy it. Please, if you enjoyed this video, share it with your friends and like it and do whatever you want. If you have any question about Excel, PowerPoint, Access, or any other kind of softwares, especially the Office and artificial intelligence or even Windows, please ask it in below at the comments. I will answer it promptly. Have a nice day. Goodbye.